Vanakkam, Namaste, Namaskar. We are discussing on the topic called as magnetostatics. In this video, we are going to discuss about magnetic force and magnetic torque on closed circuit. Hi, I am Nageshwari, Assistant Professor, Department of EEE, RMK College of Engineering and Technology. Come, let us see the video. First one, we are going to talk about force between the current carrying conductors. Let us see the two diagrams. The first one is nothing but two parallel conductors, okay, who's having the current in same direction. So the two parallel conductors are separated by a distance d and the two conductors named as P and Q. So the force acting upon this parallel conductor is given by force of attraction. Now let me see the second diagram. So in this diagram, same only two parallel conductors separated by a distance d, but whose currents are in the opposite direction. So therefore, the force here is nothing but force of repulsion. Yes, that only is there in the wordings. Consider two straight long parallel conductors P and Q separated by a distance t. Let I1 and I2 be the currents flowing in the conductors P and Q respectively. Now consider a point P produces a magnetic field whose flux density is B at conductor Q. Okay, so I repeat. Yeah, so consider a conductor P produces a magnetic field whose flux density, is B at conductor Q. Now, what is the magnetic field intensity in a long straight conductor? I think, are you remember? So, we already discussed the magnetic field intensity in a long straight conductor. So, the equation is given by H is equal to I by 2 pi R. Okay, so in terms of B, the equation is given by B is equal to mu naught into I1 divided by 2 pi D. Why the I1 is nothing but it is we are considering the conductor P. Okay. Now, the force on conductor Q due to P. We are discussing now the force. We know already the force on conductor. The force on conductor is given by the expression F is equal to BIL. Now we are considering the force on conductor Q. In conductor Q, the current produced is given by I2. So therefore, F is equal to BI2 into L. Now where L is nothing but the length of the conductor. So therefore, F is equal to mu naught into, okay, so why? Because you substitute this B in this above equation. So therefore, F is equal to mu naught I1 I2 L divided by 2 pi D. So therefore, we can say that the force per unit length is given by the expression mu naught into I1 I2 divided by 2 pi D. Mu naught into I1 I2 divided by 2 pi D. So this is called as the force between the two current carrying conductors. I repeat once again. So F by L is equal to, F by L, force per unit length is equal to, mu naught I1 I2 divided by I1 I2 divided by 2 pi D. Okay, so this is nothing but the force per unit length when the two current carrying conductors is placed and it is separated by a distance t. So this is called as the force expression. Now, if the currents of conductors P and Q are flowing in the same direction, then it is called as the force of attraction. If the currents of conductor P and Q are flowing in opposite direction, then it is called as the force of repulsion. So, however, but the magnitude of force is same. Okay, so therefore F is equal to mu naught into I1 I2 L by 2 pi d. No, so force per unit length is given by mu naught into I1 I2 by 2 pi d. So this is called as the force between the current carrying conductors. Now let me check the second and important topic in a magnetic field is nothing but torque. Magnetic torque. So magnetic torque, consider a closed circuit, and in that closed circuit we are going to find out the magnetic torque. Come, let me check the video. So the torque on a closed circuit. The torque on a closed circuit. Now let me see the introduction of this topic. Okay. So the concept of current loop experiencing a torque in a magnetic field is important in understanding the principle of DC motor. Okay, so if you understand the principle of DC motor, a torque is placed an important role, and the application of the torque we can say is a motor concept only. Okay, so what is torque? So the torque or nothing but the mechanical moment of force. So torque we can also call upon mechanical moment of force. Now the torque or mechanical moment of force is defined as the vector product of force and the moment arm R. So therefore the torque is given by, so T is equal to moment arm R cross F. T is equal to R cross F. So this is only the torque. Now we are going to prove this torque by considering the closed circuit, and we are going to prove the torque equation. Okay, so that the unit for torque is nothing but Newton meter. Come, let me check the derivation. Okay, explanation of this. So let us consider the end diagram as like this. So consider the magnetic field is along the x direction. The current is along the y direction, and the force is along the z direction. So consider the magnetic field B is along the x direction, the current is along the y direction, and the force is along the z direction. Now consider the a rectangular lever arm, we can say a rectangular path or rectangular lever arm is placed in the field such that the B is along the x-axis, the current I is along the y-axis, and the force is along the z-axis. So in this rectangular path, so the width is nothing but W, and the length is nothing but L. Okay, the width is W and the length is L. Now this is the again a pictorial representation of this diagram. So with an angle theta, the both the diagrams are same only, but the second diagram is nothing but a tilted portion of the rectangular path, and the angle made by the path is also clearly shown in this picture. Now consider a single turn coil. So this rectangular path is called as the single turn coil. Consider a single turn coil is placed in the z is equal to 0 plane. Now the width W in this x direction and length L in along the y direction. I repeat, the width W is in x direction and length L is in the y direction. So therefore the field is uniform here. The field here is nothing but the magnetic field, the magnetic flux density, the B is uniform here, and it is placed in the x direction. The force acting on a current element placed in the field is given by the expression. We know very well what is the force expression. The force F is equal to I into L cross B. So IL into B. So or in terms of theta or in terms of some angle, we can say F is equal to BIL sin alpha, where alpha is the angle made by the current element with B. So this is the alpha. Here a theta we can say say, or alpha we can say. It is an angle made by the current element with B. Okay. Now again the same diagram, consider the same diagram. Okay, so now the force exerted on the side AB. Now what you need to do is you need to find out the force on both the sides. If you find out the force, okay, and if you find out the distance, etc., then finally we can find out the torque. As you know very well, the torque is equal to R cross F, right? So therefore you need to find out what is R and you need to find out what is F. Then if you substitute that in your torque formula, then you will get the final answer. Okay, so now let me check. Now you need to find out the force on the side AB. So this is the side AB. Okay, this is the side AB. So in the side AB, you know very well F is equal to IL cross B, right? Okay, the current IL is nothing but in which direction? Y direction. That is why IL into AY. See here, I am representing the force equation along with the direction. Okay, that is the difference. Okay, so F is equal to IL AY vector cross B into AX vector. Why? Because the B is in X direction. That is why B into AX vector. Okay, so now you know very well, according to the cross product rule, you know that AY cross AX is equal to minus AZ. That is why F is equal to minus BIL AZ is coming into the picture. Similarly for side CD. That means the opposite to that of the side AB. So therefore F is equal to IL into minus AY vector. Okay, IL into minus AY vector, but the B field is along the AX only. So therefore what you will get? F is equal to BIL AZ vector. Since the sides BC and DA are parallel with B, no force is exerted on them. So equal forces acting on length L only at different points in opposite directions. Okay. Now the direction of force AB is such that it will tend to move downwards, whereas CD will tend to move upwards. Now you see, according to this diagram, the side AB moves in the downward direction, whereas the side CD moves in the upward direction. So therefore, the torque about y-axis from the left element requires a lever arm. So it is nothing but the lever arm. So in between you have some axis, right? So this lever, this closed circuit is placed in such a way that one half is along the left side and the second half is along the right side direction. Okay. That means the BC and AD. You see this in this diagram. You see BC and AD is placed in such a way that the half of the portion is in the axis to the left side and the half of the portion is in the axis to the right side. Okay. So that is the explanation. So therefore, what we can say is here in the element CD. See this is the element CD, right? Okay, in that element CD, the half of the portion is in the left side, right? So that is why W by 2 is coming into the picture. So therefore, the CD is the torque, that is the lever arm. The R is nothing but minus W by 2 into AX vector. Okay, minus W by 2 into you understand that why W by 2 is coming into this picture. Why? Because the half of the portion is in the left side and the half of the portion is in the right side. So if you see the lever arm, that is R along the CD, is given by the expression R is equal to W by 2. So minus, why the minus is coming into the picture is it is in the left direction. That is why minus W by 2 into AX vector. So similarly, the right side of the AB, the sign only will change. Remaining all same concept, but the sign only will change. So therefore, R is equal to W by 2 into AX vector. So the torque from the both elements is given by, you know very well what is torque and what is force equation. Okay, already we have discussed the force equation. Now we discussed R. Now, what you need to do is you need to substitute both the F and as well as R in the torque equation. You know that. So F is equal to what? So R cross F, right? Along the element AB and along the element CD. Okay, so along the element AB and along the element CD. So if you substitute that R and as well as F in the torque equation, then what is your answer? So W by 2 minus into minus gets plus, you got, so W by 2 is nothing but W. So BILW into what is that? So AX cross AZ. Then AX cross AZ. So what is that? AX cross AZ is nothing but what? Minus AY only. Okay. So now what is LW? LW is nothing but area. So therefore T is equal to what? BIA into minus AY vector. So this minus AY vector is nothing but it is along the y direction only. If you consider the magnitude of the torque, so therefore the magnitude of the torque is given by T is equal to BIA only. So BIA into AY vector only. So where A is nothing but the area of the coil. Okay, so now refer this diagram. If the coil is not parallel with B, but it makes an angle alpha or it makes an angle theta, we can say F is equal to what? We know that magnitude of F is equal to what? BIL sin alpha. So what is your torque? The torque is equal to BIA sin alpha. So therefore, what is torque? Torque is equal to IA cross B. We can write it as IA cross B, or we can write it as IA into AN vector cross B, where AN vector is nothing but the what? What is that IA? See, you know very well this one. So IA into AN vector. What is this IA into AN vector? I think we have discussed in my previous videos. I discussed about magnetic moment, right? Okay, so that magnetic moment is nothing but what? A magnetic dipole moment is nothing but what? The product of the current into a area, right? Okay, so therefore M is equal to IA into AN vector, where M is nothing but the magnetic dipole moment of the current. So therefore finally what we can write? So therefore the torque is nothing but magnetic moment cross B. That means T is equal to M cross B. So this is called as the torque on the closed circuit. So T is equal to M cross B. Thank you all. Thank you for watching this video.